with Callie Smith to serve.
Well, Mark may have gotten away with one there. I think Jay may have been a little, I don't know what the right word is, a little
courteous on the call.
Courteous, thank you, on the call, on that back line. And despite, even despite their rankings on this, coming in as 11th seed versus the 41, I think you're going to see a lot closer match than what those seeds state.
Yeah, Megan Fudge in particular has been playing some very good pickleball lately.
And also going to comment, standing right here too, when you've been outside playing in the bright sun, and it is very, very bright here in Arizona, and you come indoors and it's more shady, it does take a little while just to adjust to the sight and the darkness indoors here. Not indoors, but under our covering here.
It was a nice point by all four players. Megan Fudge to serve at 2-0-2 here in game one.
A little miscommunication there too. I think she wanted Jay to take that with his forehand.
3-0-2.
It's a smart shot, really smart shot from Callie. She takes the inside out, goes down the line to her backhand. Wasn't ready for it.
0-3-1. Fudge and Emmrich are stacking. They're going to unwind the stack here. Oh, they called it off.
Oh, what a smart, not just a hard hit overhead. Some people don't realize this, but the outside spin, it's not a slice, it's actually an outside spin he just put on that ball to make it kick right at Callie.
0-3-2.
I like it. I like Megan's testing Jay right now. Just take the ball to his backhand. We're going to get a little dink rally. Let's see what he does with it.
3-0-1, Megan Fudge serving. Oh, beautiful.
Nice. Very nice. I think that's something you and I both still wish we had. Jam was those quick reflexes at the kitchen line.
Fudge and Emmrich playing very aggressively as we expected at the outset of this match.
Wow, read the court really well. Megan Fudge, I mean, you've got Callie jumping out there for the erm. She read the opening and attacked that ball right through the middle of them.
5-0-1.
Good try.
Megan Fudge, definitely an improving player. I had a good chance to talk to her on Tuesday at the practice time about how she's been progressing.
Wow, I've got to go back just to her third shot. She hit a backhand down the line drop shot, which is really, really difficult with the ball coming to you cross court. That was just a beautiful drop shot. She just happened to miss that, but boy, she has no problem with Jay's speed right now.
1-5-1. Interesting that Fudge and Emmrich are deciding not to unwind the stack when they're returning serve.
Well, I think I'll tell you why on that too. Even though it puts her backhands in the middle, it gives a different read from the other side of the court. And Megan, from what I've seen just in the early part of this match, her backhand is probably just as quick and strong as her forehand. So she covers that middle very well with a backhand, the two-handed.
(2-5-2). Emmrich's also cheating a lot toward the middle, daring Callie Smith to poke it down his forehand side.
Jay decided, I think I'll just test her right back. It's time for me to take a little more control and drive this ball and win the point.
3-5-2. And that's a side out. Game so far of streaks. Fudge and Emmrich with an early 5-0 run, and Devilliers and Smith now with a 3-0 run.
Yeah. She ate that one. I don't know, and honestly, Jim, I don't know how often Jay and Kelly have played together here. They may still trying to figure some things out, but she probably learned just from that one exchange, not a good idea to attack Mr. Emmrich.
Interesting early strategy here, Laura, where Callie and Jay deciding not to unwind the stack receiving, and Fudge and Emmrich responding with how they line up.
Which I got to be honest, I'm really surprised. Even though he loves that backhand too, I'm really surprised that they're not stacking on that and putting him on the left side. It was something we talked about before the match. I was just talking about how impressed I am with the fitness level of all of these athletes. You go down that low with those legs day after day, week after week. Wow, that's great. Great hands. That's fabulous defense, both sides of the court. Reminds me a lot of
Four, 6-2. Callie Smith serving to Martin Emmrich.
Yep. Matt, short for Martin. Martin, that's my bad. Anyway, yeah, right now, you notice they've gone back. Let's see if they switch again. There we go. They went back to regular.
7-4-1.
Very unusual.
Yeah, it looked
mistakes from Callie.
It looked like Devilliers and Smith wanted to get Jay across from Megan Fudge so that Jay could attack her directly. Now they switch back.
Yeah, but you notice he wasn't getting the ball at all. Oh, wow. Wow. That's just a great point, but on camera it looks so easy. How tough that is getting some of those balls back.
7-4-2. Megan Fudge to serve.
That's amazing. How fast do you think that ball just went?
It was but the incredible angle.
Yes. I'm going to guess 140, 150 at a short angle. Wow. That was a great hands of Callie Smith there on the drive. That's called a shake and bake. She comes in as he's swinging the ground stroke.
5-7-1 again. Megan Fudge indicating to her partner that she's going to stay put and not stack.
Yeah, they need to change that around right now. For her to go straight ahead with Jay, that's a difficult feat.
Devilliers dominating early with his backhand. An excellent backhand flick.
Good read, good read. Megan Fudge, been a pro since 2021. She has won multiple gold medals. Very, very smart player. Reads the ball a lot. You know, on the amateur side, a lot of people would hit those balls that are going out, but she reads the ball in the court so well. Very patient. Yeah, angles. extremely, extremely good.
Lost ball under the stands for a moment. Megan Fudge to serve at 7-6-1. First game.
Nice reset. Great defense reset. Did you know, this is totally off the subject, but all 4 of these players right now are all parents? They all have kids.
Probably
Don't see that very often.
future pickleball stars.
Yes. Mistake you don't see very often by Mr. J. Mr. J, known as the Flying Frenchman. One of the favorites on the tour, actually, by players and fans alike.
Martin Emmrich serving at 8-6-2, game 1.
Oh, great reflexes.
You could see Callie saw the speed up coming, took a step back to give herself a little extra time. Gave it a really good counter. 6-8-1.
Right now, I mean, if we had to pick out of these 4 players, my opinion, Megan Fudge, outside, I think, 1 unforced error, Megan Fudge has probably been playing the best out of all 4 of these so far.
Another forehand dink error by Jay. It's unusual. 8-6-1.
Too bad. He just looked up a little bit. When he took that swing, he happened to look up rather than watching the ball all the way through.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah, that's what they're going to have to do. I mean, Jay's going to have to attack Megan for them to come back in this match. Go on the offense first.
Devilliers really quick with that backhand. Whoa. Emmrich swinging a little early on that overhead.
I'm looking around going, okay, well, that end of the court, he's looking up, there's sunshine in the sky a little bit. The other side is covered, but I don't think that had anything to do with it.
That was just a miss.
Yep.
Smith serving at 7-8-1, and again, Smith and Devilliers choosing not to stack.
And it cost him.
We're at 7-8-2, ref cautioning the fans to try not to cross behind the players in the middle of a point.
It's interesting as time goes on and pickleball becoming even more and more and more of a professional sport. I mean, there's a lot of areas still that we need to improve, but to see if there's more coaches, as more money comes into it, if there's more coaching, just to have that extra set of eyes outside of the court to see exactly what's going on, what needs to change, what needs to stay the same.
Megan Fudge with some textbook technique there.
And you're testing somebody. Martin Emmrich has some just. So I think that's the difference here in the first game.
Emmrich serving at 9-7-1. Now 9-7-2. Yeah, I think Megan supplied a little bit more offense to their side than Callie's been able to supply to her side.
Agree.
I mean, it's a really close match, so it's little things make a big difference.
Too bad on the net there. I was just about to say, though, I just think it hurts This is just my opinion. I think it hurts Callie and Jay. It takes Jay out of the point of being able to be offensive and aggressive, being able to cover the majority of the court and attacking from the middle. Instead, he's kind of out of the point, standing on the right side. This guy's 6'3". Take advantage of that.
7-9-1. Now they've gone back to traditional stacking with Jay getting the left-hand side.
Wow. Great point.
Great point by all four players. Tremendous hands. You can really see how they're taking the ball out well in front of their body. Big difference between pro play and amateur play. One thing is how far out the pros hit the ball in front of their body. They're way, way out in front of their body with the paddle.
Yep. They keep it out front. They see they see the ball better. Well, I shouldn't say they do see the ball better, but I've got to clarify that. That age does make a big difference. But there's a lot of amateur players who are younger. And as you just stated, yeah, paddles are always up and out. Sometimes we hear people or teachers say, okay, paddle up, paddle up. Well, you can have your paddle up, but what really does that mean? Up and out, ready to attack, ready to block, either one.
Well, it makes it much easier to reset the ball, much easier to dink with the paddle well out in front.
Okay, I'm going to say the same thing on this side. Again, I'm not the one down there playing. It's so easy up here watching, but I just think it hurts not having. You got a lefty-righty, having those four hands in the middle. It takes Martin out of the play too, being on the left side versus the right side.
9-9-2. This is a big point right here.
Callie comes through. Callie was up, paddle up. She was ready for that attack. This is a great comeback too.
10-9-2. Our first game point, and a game point to Smith and Devilliers, who've been down pretty much the whole way here in game one.
Oh, it's just a good read. She took him out wide as he came back. Jay did not have his paddle up ready in that time, so she caught him.
That was pretty daring there by Megan Fudge on a game point to go after Devilliers' backhand, which has been so effective here in game one. 9-10-1.
Now the drop. Yep. Oh, she missed that reset. That's a shame. Question for some people, should I drive, should I drop that third shot? You mix it up. It depends on what is your goal. You drive it, just bring that ball back to the middle of the court, but you've got to drop the fifth, which she did.
9-10-2. This is a big point. You don't want to give it serve back to Smith and Devilliers with 2 game points.
She was off balance. That's a shame. They've got an opportunity to get one just to tie the game, but 2 missed opportunities with the dink. She didn't stop her feet on the last one, and it cost her that ball going up high on her.
10-9-1, a second game point opportunity here for Smith and Devilliers. See if they can convert.
What a match, though. What a great match. Like I said, I don't think it matters the seeds, 11th or 41st.
9-10-2, a third game point. Oh
no,
Emmrich.
Too bad.
Yeah. Martin looked like he was about to throw the paddle there in disgust.
Well, I tell you, they were in complete control for a long time, and they started changing a few things.
The official ball of the PPA Tour.
Callie Smith, known for her long braid, nicknamed Rapunzel. Just a very, very sweet, always has a big smile on her face. Just what extremely nice person to everybody.
Nice touch there by Martin Emmrich. A little help from the net. 0-0-2.
That's a smart shot. Great shot. Ball's up. You've got to attack the female.
1-0-2. That's going to go long.
We got just a little bit of wind that came up here too. About the last 5 minutes coming in from the north end.
2-0-2.
Nice. There's your German. Got as high as number 35 on the men's pro tour in tennis.
Yeah.
He's pretty much a doubles and a mixed specialist, but you can see it there.
Yeah, that overhead had a lot of power on it. 0-2-1.
That was the right move. Again, like I said, it's easy from out here, but he looked up when he went to hit the ball. He looked straight up at the players rather than watching the ball.
1-2-1.
Oh, what a reset. That was Jay's fault. That was actually a great point until the last shot he made was a wrong decision. Going through the air at Martin, and Martin's just got extremely fast hands.
This is the third PPA tournament of the year, and of course we started the year by switching to the Vulcan ball. It looks like these four players have pretty much gotten used to the ball. They've all shown pretty good control of the ball.
Well, he makes it look easy, doesn't he? He's so relaxed, just laid back. He goes, yeah, but I'm just going to rip this. Okay, I'll rip it again. I'll rip it harder this time.
2-2-2.
Rare miss on Megan's part.
Two, 2-1 here in game 2. Devilliers and Smith having won game 1.
Wow. There's many people out there listening that didn't see it the last tournament here in Phoenix, where I believe it was Jay Devilliers who had the shot on ESPN, #1.
That was James Ignatowicz.
Was it Ignatowicz?
Yeah.
My bad. Ignatowicz, yes. Not. Sorry.
Sort of
Sorry,
that,
James.
that amazing ATP sort of reverse backhand ATP.
Reverse backhand plus his back to the court, out to the left side. Hits a reverse inside out shot for a winner, ATP winner. It was incredible.
3-2-2, game 2 here.
I'd like to see, I mean, like I said, man, this is amazing. It's an absolutely fabulous match. I would just like to see Megan attack more straight ahead. She's got the ball up a little bit and she's attacking the backhand, but she's bringing it across court to Jay instead of taking that straight ahead at Callie. They need to attack the female more.
That was a close one. Jay questioning that call.
Yeah, I mean, I can't tell from up here either.
Yeah,
Very close.
We don't have the best angle, but that looked very close. Looked like they're debating a challenge, but not going to do it. Interesting again here, Smith and Devilliers choosing not to stack, keeping Callie Smith on the left.
Wow. Maybe attacked a little too soon there, especially when you're still back in the court.
3-3-2. Yeah, in this situation, I'd like to see Megan dink with Callie. And then Emmrich's got his forehand in the middle. Jay's got his backhand in the middle. Advantage Emmrich to me.
Absolutely.
Have some patience and wait for an opportunity.
You called it. There it is.
Yeah, just
be patient is right.
I think this sequence favors Fudge and Emmrich. Then I guess I cursed I cursed Megan into an error there. That was my fault.
I guess you could just say Callie Smith just hit absolutely perfect, precise dinks every shot that time.
3-3-1. And again, Devilliers and Smith choosing to reverse stack.
Wow. Again, we're attacking the wrong person. You want to keep challenging Jay up close. It's probably not going to work very often.
They had their chance, though. That was a good example where Emmrich had a forehand down the middle. He just couldn't do enough with it.
Well, should have brought that at Callie.
But it's the shot they want. You don't always convert the shot you want, but that's the way to bet.
There you go. Just like that. It's exactly what she should have done. She attacked that ball, put topspin, brought it down at her feet, and she's off the line about 3 feet. So tough to get that back.
4-3-2.
No. Sorry. Not a good choice.
There's a timeout here by Emmrich and Fudge. That Fudge and Emmrich are going to unwind their stack and put Jay face up to Megan. I think that's what they've seen as their strong rotation.
Oh, another missed return. That's unfortunate, especially after a timeout.
Yeah,
that's a killer.
Not what you want to do out of a timeout. 6-3-2.
Martin missing 2 of those. Martin, the oldest of these 4. Martin's 40 years old. Jay at 29. That's a big difference right there, too. But again, here's where we got to talk patience, too. They got to become patient or even take another timeout. Right? I mean, they just lost 3 in a row.
They heard you, Laura.
You got to cut momentum. You
Yes.
can't think about the score. You've got to play 1 point at a time, 1 shot at a time. You got to be extremely patient. Let the outcome take care of itself. There we go. Not try to do too much. Not play not to lose, which is not easy to do. But, yeah, 1 point at a time.
3-8-1. Yeah, they came out of the timeout, and they didn't unwind the stack, so it left Megan face up to Callie.
Yep.
I think it was a response to the reverse stack done by Smith and Devilliers.
And we're seeing a few more uncharacteristic errors from Megan this game versus the first game. She's missed some of her drops. Some of her drops have been high. This time she was okay on these.
Callie Smith fooled a little bit by an errant bounce. We are on a covered court. There is some wind on the outer courts, and sometimes it filters into this court.
This is exactly what we're talking about right here, Martin. These are things that, I mean, when you're serving, your opportunity to score points, those mistakes are just huge. You have to go back to basics. What are you good at? Don't try to do too much. But I have to agree. I mean, the wind right now, we can feel it right here where we're standing. We're getting gusts, and it is coming in when it's unexpected.
8-4-2.
There you go. Again, she went cross court. I'd like to see that more back at Callie.
4-8-1. Fudge and Emmrich need a little bit of a run here.
Oh, that was a gift. That's all right. Megan says, I'll take over. Still struggling just a little bit on her third shot drops. Just a little bit high.
Interesting that Devilliers and Smith were having such success with that reverse stack, they abandoned it a little bit. Fudge and Emmrich score a couple points, and now back to the reverse stack.
Yeah, still a little bit high. I know. I can't tell. Again, we're kind of up. We're up high on the far left of the court, but I can't tell honestly if she's being tentative, if she's just lost the feeling or the confidence in her drop shots. Wow, good defense again, but yeah, this is a different Megan Fudge's game than the first game. All of her resets and drops are high.
8-6-1, and Devilliers and Smith, sure enough, they give up a couple points. They go back to the reverse stack that had been working so well.
Oh, nice. Oh, you gotta love it. I mean, they just lost the point, but Jay and Callie both are just smiling and tap paddles. And I mean, how nice is that? You don't see that always very often in sports.
Callie Smith says, I can supply some offense. I'm not afraid of that guy.
How many sports could you do this? I mean, women versus men, this close a range, a female being able to attack the male and win some of those points. Not very many.
That was a very necessary side out there by Emmrich and Fudge. They lost game one. They're now down 6-9-1 game two. They need a run.
Oh, again, from up here, we can't tell. Very, very close.
Six, 9-2.
Got a big sigh of ooh from the crowd here. Yes, Jay reaching in with that backhand. Callie set up for a forehand. Wow. What a smart shot. Right down the middle.
I think that was one of those where Fudge and Emmrich both said yours.
Here's the difference too, I would say in this match, even though Jay's had a few in the net or missed a couple of backhands, he has still been, I'm going to say at least 70% more aggressive than Martin is. Megan's getting a lot of the balls, but I still feel like Martin hasn't been a huge offensive threat, especially in this game.
I think that's true. We have not seen too much from him from the forehand side.
A lot of defense, but not as much offense.
It's a good side out though by Fudge and Emmrich, getting it back at 7-9-1. Don't want to give that opponent the 10th point.
Yeah, I mean, just seeing her hit a lob off of that, I think she's lost all confidence in her drop shots.
That was an odd time to lob. I'm a fan of the lob, but that was an odd time for it. 7-9-2.
I'd say if anything, just drive the ball about 80% speed, but at least it's going flatter over the net. If you're not hitting your drops well, rather than going to a lob, put them on the offense. Stay patient, both sides. That's something Callie is very, very good at. Same thing, read the court right through the middle. Beautifully done by Megan Fudge.
Eight, 9-2.
Very smart shot, Kelly Smith. Ball's up just a little bit, put a little extra top spin, took it down to her feet. It popped up.
9-8-1. Fudge and Emmrich trying to get back here in game 2.
There we go.
Nine, 8-2. So another big point.
You know, it might be something too, where Callie maybe stronger dinking with her backhand versus her forehand. She knows she's going to get the majority of those balls. So she may be more comfortable on that side. Maybe that's why they're reverse stacking.
Nice play there by Megan Fudge. Emmrich and Fudge now serving at 8-9-1. Devilliers and Smith won game 1.
Oh, that's where you need that attack, right? Oh, he needed to attack that poach.
That did look
He's got to go. That ball's high.
Yeah, that did look like Emmrich had a chance to pop that forehand and just didn't do it. Needed to pull the trigger there.
Yep.
8-9-2.
And you're down a game and you're serving, you absolutely go for that.
Oh, nice.
Glad he called her off. Glad. That was all Emmrich winning that point. Megan Fudge again attacking Jay rather than going at Callie on the attack, and they were lucky to win the point. But that was all Martin Emmrich winning that point.
9-9-2.
You notice that they switched sides this time? Jay on the left, Kelly on the right. I'm questioning why they've not just stayed that way the whole time. He's so much stronger on the left side.
Well, I think they switched back here again because now it puts Devilliers not just on the left, but they're trying to get him face up to Megan. But then Emmrich and Fudge respond by unwinding the stack.
What a point. Fabulous point.
And we have our first match point at 10-9-1.
Just puts the ball into play.
Uh-oh.
Oh, see ya.
Goodbye.
Yep. Great match, great setup. Both teams again, despite the difference in the seedings, that's a very well even match.
Smith and Devilliers 11-9, 11-9.